Welcome to Jubbly Jive. It's the first RuneScape related video I've ever made on this channel. But I've been enjoying sailing a bunch, and I just noticed a bunch of optimizations available for Jubbly Jive, and I was like, you know what, I think I can make something work here, and it worked, and so now I want to share them with you all. So let's break it down, shall we? Let's see. So we have Jubbly Jive Marlin. This is the standard route. And I just noticed a lot of things that rub me the wrong way. And so, first of all, it's a great route to start with. I mean, I would say after watching this video, I wouldn't say learn this route, then learn my route. That'd be silly. But I was just saying I appreciated whoever made this initial route because it got me to learn the course at least and whatnot. And I grinded it for the most part up until like level 71 using this. And then from around that point is when I started experimenting and I realized there are a lot of things you could change to make it work better. So let's just do a quick little cliff notes of this. If you haven't seen this before, you follow the pink line first. You do pink line here. You grab the toad supply, then go through, and then it becomes the blue line. You go back to the toad supply, and then bring this around, and then it becomes the yellow line, and then you do one last loop, and then that's the end. So, a lot of problems that I noticed over time with this. Let's start with the most glaring one. So we have the toad supply, and you must go to the toad supply twice to get 2 sets of toads, right? So it's unavoidable that you will path to the toad supply twice. But as you can see, there is a third instance where we path almost to the toad supply, and then we double back, not quite going there. That third lap sticks out like a sore thumb, and so the whole time I was like, man, like we are just going a whole third trek to the toad supply for like quote-unquote no reason. You need to grab the crates, of course, but there has to be a better way to do this. So the first thing I wanted to mitigate was, let's not do a whole ass third lap going towards the toad supply. Step 1. Step 2, not a fan of this double wind. Just this double wind just rubs me the wrong way. You get a slight wind boost, and then you immediately kill it and start the next wind boost. Like, of course, I can imagine if you really, there was no other way to do this, then I get it. You got a double wind, but that's just not the case. So I was the whole time thinking, wouldn't it just make more sense to do like one wind at one point in the course and just hit this crate in like a drive-by, and then at a later point in the course, do another wind and hit this one in a drive-by. And you get the full extent of both wins in that case, rather than just immediately killing one of the wins. So that's 2. Number 3, I generally feel like it's better to boost right after trimming the sail. Because, like, just for example, let's just say a trim is about to happen to your sail. If you click your wind mote, the trim's now not going to happen, right? And let's just say a trim literally physically appears, and then you click the wind note. The trim goes away. And so all in all, I feel like you're getting overall less wind to consume in the course as you don't the more you don't use a wind note right after trimming. Essentially, I'm not saying that doesn't mean you always will wind mote right after trimming, but there's just a design philosophy there that I'm trying to get behind. And 2, I just want generally more efficient timings of the trims, and you'll see how that ends up. It ended up just working out perfectly. I actually love it. So all in all, now we're going to get to the course. I'm going to do a demonstration. I'm going to try my best to get a good run. If I just cannot do a perfect run because I'm just not as good, well then chips will be where they lie, or whatever that is, and I'll maybe show a perfect run in a different video, but we shall see. Commencing the loop right now. See what we got. I'm just gonna talk as we go, and whatever happens, happens. Doing some boilerplate movement to start. The first thing to talk about is the first trim. Now, of course, you always want to trim when the trim comes up in theory, but this trim is especially important because, you'll see, boom, right as you get to there is when the trim's going to come up for the most part. And by trimming there as early as possible, it makes the next trim come up as early as possible, and that's going to be important because that next trim is very soon. doing this movement. We're grabbing those crates now because we're not going to come back to that curve again. And now we're going to be doing a trim, frogs, and a moat. Ooh, we got one little fetid tick, but that's okay. You're going to see you can make quite a few mistakes and still get sub 5 minutes because this route is much faster. So there we go, we got a little fetid tick, maybe lost a few seconds there, but it's fine. It's fine. Now some anti-maneuver here, we're going to grab that frog like that. If you know the standard course, you know. Now, very important, this trim, we do not click it right away. We want to stall it like there, and that will make it so the next trim comes up a few seconds later than it would have, and it's a few very pivotal seconds, because we want it coming up right as we need it. You will see. Oh, I didn't get that boost, shame. That's fine. It's fine. Okay, so we're going to use the trim that's going to come up to do our first drive-by. So here we go, we're doing this. This is on boilerplate, but it's about to not be boilerplate movements. We're going to grab this toad, and then we drive by. Like that. Ooh, we got a fetid tick. Okay, if you do that right, you don't get a fetid tick, but again, it's all good. Alright, what, 3 little fetid ticks or something? It's all good. Who cares? Because when the route's so much faster, it doesn't matter if you don't do it perfectly. You're already just doing better for free. It's so nice. And look at that. We are getting these crates now, and then we're going to trim across this. You're going to see a trim's about to come up. Like that. And then I'm going to use a moat when we get to the end of this, like that. And we're going to grab this frog like that. And if you do that right, you see those yellow boxes that I marked, yellow tiles that I marked? That was like the angle I was going for. I haven't mastered that yet. If you master that, you'll go even faster. So knock yourself out. Got a little fetid tick, all good. But just like that, we are now done with this area. We don't have to come back here. We're done. Done, done, done. Oh, also, another thing, I don't actually know if going over these boosts is faster or if doing a straight shot is faster. I just kind of wing it, but we are going to now... Oh, I got a fetid tick. What a shame. Okay, but not so much of a shame that it actually matters. We're going to now do our second drive-by. Okay, and now we have the rest of the boost to take us all the way over here. And we're going to grab this. Oh, did I really hit that? Oh, whatever. You know, don't need perfection, you just gotta do the faster routes. And we're just doing some cleanup here. The bird's flying around from post to post to post, and we are cleaning up these boxes while it's doing it. Very efficient. It's working, we're working, everyone's putting in honest day's work. Let's see if I can grab this. If you play your cards right, like that. And here we go. We're going to throw our last 2 frogs, but we're not done. We're going to throw the frogs, but we're going to keep on collecting these boxes. So the bird is flying on the last 3 posts, and we're still putting in our work. It's just like perfect. We grab the crate as the bird gets to the last spot, and that is a... What was that? Ooh, 74. Cool. That was a 443. Oh, PB, nice. Well, there you have it right there. That was with 5 or 6. Not, I would say major is a little silly, but I mean, all of them combined probably to 2 major mistakes. I think I got stuck on 2 pieces of collision, had 3 or 4 fetid penalties. All in all, I bet you could push that to like 420. Oh, I should probably mention I'm Cam4. This is with Cam4. You know, of course, I've already seen a video of someone with fully decked out rosewood getting like a 411 with crystal extractor and all that. Of course, they can use my strat and then probably get an even faster time. I bet sub 3 is going to be possible with this route. But yeah, this is mainly for people who, you know, just unlock Jubbly Jive, and you know, it's just better XP. You're going to be doing the lap faster, so knock yourselves out. Hope you enjoyed. I had fun routing it and be like, yeah, you know what? I don't think this is caught on yet. This is cool. Hope you enjoy that. If I get a perfect run, I might make a video of that, but who cares? I think I'm ready to go to the next course. I kind of got sucked into researching the route. Like, right as even when I hit 72, I was like, I want to keep researching, but now I'm ready to move on. So, someone take advantage of that route and get a nice world record with the Cam 4, or I don't think there's any leaderboards, but who cares?